Again, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Teacher Hacks, Building and Managing Websites. This is a community service learning output of the students of SCE 536D under the mentorship of Dr. Maricar S. Prudente. At this juncture, let us hear from Dr. Voltaire M. Mistades, the chair of the Department of Science Education, Bagsed de La Salle University, for his opening remarks. Let us all give him a virtual round of applause.
Thank you, Brian. A wonderful Thursday afternoon to everyone. A special shout out to the astronomy enthusiasts who conducted observation of the partial solar eclipse earlier this noontime. We at the Brother Andrew Gonzalez FSC College of Education are honored to host our participants for this afternoon's activity. The graduate students enrolled in their technology integration class decided to organize this service learning activity to share with fellow teachers and educators their expertise and experience in integrating technology in classroom setting. I commend our graduate students, Norzeda, Bryle, Joel, Albert, Richard, Rihanna, and Shella for this initiative. Our graduate students are ably guided by their mentor, Dr. Bing Prudente. Together with all the participants in this activity, I am very eager to learn and to discover new ideas that we can all apply in our respective classrooms. Once again, welcome to De La Salle University, Brother Andrew Gonzalez FSC College of Education, Department of Science Education. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mistades, for the opening remarks. Indeed, we are just as excited as our participants to share with you what we have learned during the past 14 weeks of learning technology integration in class. Let's start the ball rolling with our first talk on website development. Our first speaker is a licensed educator, has served as a junior high school science teacher, and a professional lecturer for 7 years. He earned a double degree, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in chemistry, under the CHED Scholarship Grant, and Master of Science in Chemistry Education, both from Central Luzon State University in Science City of Muñoz, Region 3. He received training on the assessment of 21st century skills direct from the lead researchers of the Australian Council for Educational Research through the University of the Philippines Joint Research Center with the University of Melbourne Assessment Curriculum and Technology Research Center. He also has work experience in technical writing and search engine optimization, specializing in link building and online brand marketing. Prior to joining DLSU as a graduate student, he has served the Department of Education as an education program specialist and has participated in various national and international workshops for curriculum, pedagogy, and assessment. Without further ado, let us all give a virtual round of applause to Mr. Joel D. Cebrero.
Okay, so for this afternoon, I'm going to give you an overview of website development. I'm going to highlight important features under each stage of website development. So again, I'm going to give or present an overview of website development. I'm going to highlight features under each stage of website development. So I'm going to limit my discussion about the 4 stages of website development, and the 5th stage will be discussed by another resource person. So these are the planning and analysis, website design, website creation, and website launch. So for the first stage about planning and analysis, you need to determine your goals and objectives. Of course, we are all educators. Our goal and objective would be sharing our expertise in teaching and learning. The niche and themes of our website, the niche refers to our virtual social environment, while the themes refers to our contents. Our target audience or users, these are our target clients. These are internet users or netizens who are looking for information through the internet. On the other hand, contents. These are our offer to our uh, target audience or target users. We may offer learning activities, sample lesson plans, or science features for our websites. And then we need to look for the tools, or do we need expertise, or do we need budget for our website? So these are the crucial things that we need to consider when planning and analyzing our goals and objectives for the website creation. Of course, for the budget, we want, of course, free platform. For this webinar, we will be highlighting the free platform. The second stage is about the web designs. I would like to highlight here the website elements, particularly the four website elements. The first one is the navigation. So you can see here the screenshot of our website, personal website by Sir Brian. You can see here that we are on the landing page about experiment videos. So even though we are looking at particular content of this website, we can still click on the menu items at the upper part portion of his website. So we can easily move from one menu item to another. That's we call the navigation. So we need to provide easy navigation to our users so that they can click on the menus and look for contents easily. So this one is the screenshot of my blog. So we have here, so if I am looking at particular content mobile app review at the upper portion, I can still click on the home, the lessons and features to search further on the contents available on my blog. The second website element is the visual design. So this is the screenshot website of Sir Richard. So graphics make your website more appealing. By merely looking at the graphics used by Sir Richards, you can see here that he is presenting about magnetism. So his website appears to be trustworthy and professional because of these graphics. Another website element is the interactions. This refers to the user or the netizen's activity on your website. Did the user stay on your website for a couple of minutes? Did the user click on the different menu items on your website? Did the user highlight something on your website? Or did he find the necessary information on your website? The Google algorithm can measure the interaction of the users on your website. So some important features like scrolling text, animation, and flash intros may improve the quality of user experience on your website. But these special features may cause slow loading on your contents. So you need to use these special features sparingly. For instance, here on the LaSalle website, you can see here that the flash intros are used only to emphasize a point for maximum effect. For instance, dito sa De La Salle University, ini-emphasize nila itong college admission test. The next website elements is the contents. So this is a crucial element in website creation because contents, these are the ones being searched by netizens. Netizens use the internet to find information. So for instance, if we're going to look for science learning activities using the Google search engine, we can find these frequently asked questions. Okay? So we can use these FAQs to create contents. In this way, we are ensuring that the contents will respond well to user searches because these are the FAQs, the frequently asked questions being asked by users through the Google search engine. The third, website creation. This is the third stage, website creation. So we have here available free platforms. But on these sites also, you can have an upgrade with payment. So for blog sites, we have uh, the most common, the Blogger and the WordPress, and we have also the website builders. So the blog sites, these are usually or originally blog sites are used as like an online journal for personal uh, stories. But nowadays, these blog sites are being used for brand promotion or marketing in the business industry. And then website builders, these have the features of drag and drop options. You're just going to click on the features or the gadgets, the widgets you want for your website and have it drop at your template. And then we have the Google site. So this is Google site is also classified as a website builder. Okay. So Blogger was launched in 1999, while WordPress was launched in 2003. Wix.com is launched in
Kakailanay namin. Ay, hindi ka tuba, ito mo pa. Hindi pwede. Ay,
2006, and then Weebly in 2007, and then in 2008, Google Sites. So with regards to the website builders, Google Sites is the newer one. So we will be demonstrating later on about Google Sites. So Google Site is a part of Google Workspace. It has a site builder features. So this is really good for the newbie. So you can also purchase a custom domain, of course, with payment using the Google site. So this is ideal for a newbie because this does not require knowledge about programming. And as a creator, you has a full control on the page access and permission. And of course, it is integrated with Google Apps. And since you are using the Google platform, the king search engine in the IT industry, you can assure that the Google site is as SEO friendly design. The fourth stage is your website launch. So these are my suggestions. Do not try to learn everything about website creation. Just learn the basic and then create and launch your website. After creating two or three contents, then you can already launch your website. Then continue to learn and then improve and update your website. You need to focus on creative content creation because contents are the ones you offer to internet users. So you need to provide them quality and up-to-date information. So for website management, this will be discussed by another resource persons. So I just presented here some of the blogs and personal websites I created since 2009. So without further ado, I'm turning you back to Sir Brian for the next resource person. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Joel Cebrero, for that very insightful talk. I hope that Sir Joel's talk really sparked the interest and picked your attention on how powerful websites can be as a learning tool, not only for teachers, but most especially to our learners these days. And of course, to give to us a quick hands on demonstration using Google Sites, allow me now to introduce our next speaker. Our next speaker is a first year PhD student majoring in physics at De La Salle University. He holds a master's degree in science education with major in physics under the CB scholarship from Mindanao State University, Iligan Institute of Technology, where she also completed her bachelor's degree in science education, majoring in physics. As a promising scholar, Rayana is interested in STEM related research and has already made significant contributions to the field through her work. Without further ado, to demonstrate to us using Google Sites, Let us all give a virtual round of applause to Miss Rayana R. Benassi.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sir Brian, is my screen okay? Visible now?
Yes, Miss, we could already see your screen and we could hear you loud and clear.
Thank you, Sir Brian. So, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, teachers. So, today we're going to talk about Google Sites for teachers. So, it's really a cool tool that lets you create personalized websites to share with your students, your colleagues, and parents. With Google Sites, you can easily create engaging and interactive websites that will make learning more fun and exciting for your students. So in this presentation, we will show you how to set up and customize your own Google site. We'll also give you some tips on how you can use it in the classroom, like creating quizzes, embedding videos, and sharing documents. So by the end of it, we wish you to be inspired also to create your own website. And now let's get ready to take your teaching to the next level. Before that, I'll give you a short introduction of a Google site. So, a Google Sites is a free and easy to use website builder that allows you to create web pages and websites without any coding knowledge. So, with Google Sites, you can design and publish your own website in minutes and share it with others. So, whether you wanted to create a personal blog or maybe a portfolio website, or a collaborative project site, Google Sites has all the tools that you need to get started. So you can also choose from a variety of templates, customize layouts, and designs. And you can also add text, images, videos, and other multimedia content to your text. So before you develop your own Google site, you must need these four things. So first, you must have your own Google account. So if you don't have one, you can sign up. It's free, and then you need to have your own web browser and an internet connection, and also your content. So, as an educator, creating a Google site can be an effective way to provide students with access to important course materials and information. So, depending on the needs of the class, teachers can add a variety of contents on their site, so such as detailed course syllabus, a class schedule, lecture notes, assignments. So, these resources can be organized easily and accessed by students by making it simpler for them to keep up with coursework and deadlines. And now I think we are now ready for our demonstration. So let me share my screen. So when you go to the Google page, you can either go directly to their web address. It's sites.google.com. Or if you already log in your Google account, you can go directly here in your Google Apps. It's beside the contacts. So you click Sites. So once you click the sites, here you can see a template gallery. So the Google site also provide you a ready-to-use template for your site. So it provides a variety of templates to choose from, or including ones for a classroom or in your portfolios, or even if you're a personal website. So you can choose the one that best fits in your purpose of your website. For this demonstration, we will just use the blank site, or we will create a new one. So the first thing you must do in your Google site is to name your website. So let's have an example. For example, our name of our website is physics classroom. So once you click the physics classroom, it will save directly to your drive. So you can also change the name here if you wanted, example, physics classroom. And then also, if you have your own logo, if you created a logo for your website, you can also add it here. So you can just click on add logo. So you can either upload it directly from your computer if you save it to your computer, or if you save it to your Google Drive, you can select this select, and also can upload your favicon here and directly to your computer. And if you save it to your drive, you can also select this button. And the next thing you need to do is you have to have your page title. So example, let's click on our title, Physics Classroom. So once you put your title, you can see here, you can change directly the font style of the title. So you can choose among the font style that the Google site provided. So you can also change the font size as you want. And then you can also change the color of your website. For example, you change it into blue, so you turn it to bold. And also you can move the text. So if you wanted to move to the other corner or to the other side of the corner, you can do it also. So you can easily navigate this one. And then also it offers header type. So we have 4 header type choices. So we have first the title only. So if you don't want a banner, so you can put the title only. You can choose also a banner. You can change the background of the image. And then we can also have the larger banner. We also have the cover. So it will depend on your design. So we'll just choose for the banner. And then if you want to change the picture of your banner, just click on the change image. So you can either upload it directly to your computer, or you can just select. Once you click the select, the Google site will provide you a gallery. So you can choose images here as a background. But if you have your own picture saved in your Google Drive, you can click on here, Google Drive, and it will go directly to your drive. And if you save your pictures to your Google Photo, you can also access here in your album. And if you want to search a picture, you can also search, or by using an URL. So you can also do that. So for this demonstration, we will just choose here in our gallery. And then here, just select, and then it will automatically change. And then the next feature of the Google Sites is we have here our content blocks. So the content blocks is a ready-to-use blocks provided by the Google Sites. So you can choose among these blocks. So first, let's choose this first block. So you can put here your introduction, and then you can put the information about your another information to your introduction. And here, as you can see, there's a pictures here, so you can add. Just click this add button, so you can upload an image directly from your computer, or you can just select from your Google Photo. And then you can also have your pictures from your drive. And also, if you have a YouTube account and you make a video about introductory video to your website or to your lesson or to your class, you can also insert it here. And if you want also to insert your calendar or your schedule to your class, you can also insert here. And then you can also insert your map, example, your location of your school. And then let's just leave that there. And then we have here, as you can see, as I click this section, you have 3 options here. So first option is we have this section colors. So you can customize each section in your page. For example, this one you can change to style 3. So it depends on the theme that you choose. So later on, we will know how are going to change the colors of it. And then if you want to have a background image also, you can do that. So you can either upload directly from your computer, or you just can select. So the same with our background. So you can go to your Google Drive if you save your pictures in your Google Drive or in your albums, or you can just search by it. So we'll just choose from here in our gallery, and then it will automatically change. So as you can see, only this section changed the background. So that's one of the good things in here in the Google Sites. And the second button is the duplicate section. So if you want to duplicate this section, so you just click the duplicate, and it will automatically duplicate. For example, we'll just use this for our schedule. And then we have here the information of our schedule, and then you can add here your calendar. So once you click the calendar, it will go like this. So it will be connected to your Google Calendar. So any changes, or if, example, you wanted to put your class schedule in your Google Calendar, it will reflect here. So once you edit something in your Google Calendar, once you publish this page, it will automatically also updated. For example, here, so let's just put the holidays in the Philippines. You click it and then insert. So it will automatically appear like this. And then you can also resize if you want. And then you can also move the Google Calendar. So you can put it here under the schedule. So it depends on you on how will you arrange your text. So you can also change the section here or the color. Example, we change the style 3. So it will change. And then if you accidentally duplicate again and you wanted to delete this portion, just click on the third part. And once you click it, it will automatically delete. So only the section that you want to delete will be deleted. Okay, the next feature of the Google site is we have this collapsible group. So what's in the collapsible group? So example, you have a question and you will give an answer to your student. So this will appear to the students' perspective. So you want them to think of an answer before giving them the answer. So once the students ready to answer the question, they can just click here and the answer will be given. So you can use this collapsible group. Next is we have here the table of contents. So once you click on the table of contents, all the things that you have put here will reflect on your table of contents. It will also be reflected here at the top of your page. And then we have also here the image carousel. So the image carousels, it allows you to insert at least two or more images in your page. Example, you wanted to put a lot of image in your pictures in your page, web page, and you don't want it to put individually, so you can do the image carousel. And then we also have here the button. So the button, the use of button is, for example, is you want to integrate another websites to your page. For example, you want to introduce Google Scholar to your students. So you have an activity that you want your students to use Google Scholar as their search engines in your activity. So you can put Google Scholar and then just put the link. So here is the Google Scholar and then copy the link. Once you copy the link, just paste it and then insert. So this is how it looks like. So once you publish this one, when the students click on the Google Scholar, it will automatically go to the website of the Google Scholar. And then if you want to put an instruction here in the Google Scholar, you can just click on the text and then give example instruction. So you can put instruction here and then you can move this text. Just drag the text beside the Google Scholar. So you can change this one. Another one is we have here the divider and the spacer. So the divider and the spacer they have common use. So the divider and the spacer is for you to give division between the sections of your page. So here example, so you can let's change the color of the spacers of here. So you can see you can build a steps here for the next topic. So if you want to have a division to your page, you can use the divider or the spacer. Also, we have here the social links. So the social links, you can put all your social medias that you want to share to your students. Example, you wanted to share your Facebook account, your Twitter account, your email address. So you can put it here. You can also add an image to your page, or you can add more links as you want in social media. And if you want also to delete that one, is just click delete. Next feature is we have here YouTube. So as I said earlier, just click on YouTube. If you have your own YouTube account and you uploaded your videos, your lecture, micro lecture in YouTube videos, you can also insert it from here. For example, let's just search a physics lesson here. So let's just search. So here, for example, this one. So we'll use this video. So once you click insert, it will look like this. So when you publish this one, when you play this video, the video will automatically play without going to the page of the YouTube. And then you can also resize the video, the size of the video, and you can also move the position of your video. So it depends on how will you design. So you can also put a text on it and give an instruction, just like what we do in the Scholar. You just click on this text box and then insert the image. The text. Next one is the Google Map. So if you want to share the location of your example, you want to share the location of your school, you can also do that. For example, here in Maps, so you just put the location. For example, we have here the LaSalle University, Manila. So it will appear like this, and you just click select. You can also use the My Maps. The My Maps is one of the features also of the Google. So if you know how to use My Maps, you can also insert your My Maps here. Just select and it will look like this. So once you publish this one, the students also can zoom in and zoom out this map. So they can also manipulate this map, but it will be focused only on the De La Salle University. Then you can also move this one, and then you can also change the background if you want. So any design of yours will do. And here also, if you want to share documents to your students, you can also do that. Just click on Google Docs. And then if you want to also to share your slides to your students, you can also share it by using the Google Slides and also the sheets and also forms. So in forms, you can also use this as a summative test for them. So you can use, if you wanted also to have a survey to your students or to the viewer of your webpage, you can also do that. So in the webpage also, you wanted to give the students comments or leave their comments to your page, you can do that also by using Google Forms. For example, here I have already made a comment section using a Google Forms. So you just create separately in the Google Forms. So you just click on the comment section that you made and then click insert. So once you insert, it will look like this. You can also resize this one. So you can also put it to the other corner or to the other side. So it depends on you. So the students can leave their comments here. So all the comments that they will be submitting will be saved in your Google form. Also, the Google Charts. So you can also insert your Google Charts if you want to share Google Charts to your students. And next feature of the Google site is we have here the pages. So this is our home page. So if you want to add more pages in your Google site, you just click here the add new page, and then for example, physics lessons. Here, so click physics lessons, and if you want to add more, just click on the add new page. And for example, laboratory activity. Just click on laboratory activity, and it will also create another page. We have physics lesson, we have laboratory activity. You can also add another one, for example, their outputs, students' outputs, or just outputs. So if you want also to rename the example, you mistakenly put outputs and you want to change the name, you just double click the page, just double click, and then you can just edit this out. So you can change, for example, other resources. So just click enter and it will automatically also change in your navigation. And if you want to also to rearrange the sequence of your pages, you can do that by just dragging the page. For example, other resources, you can put it in between the physics lesson and the laboratory. So it will also automatically change here. So it will depends on you. And another also good features of Google Sites is if you want to add subpage. Example, here in the physics lesson, you give a broad topic about physics lesson and you wanted to create another subpage for example, for your weekly lesson or for your quarter lesson. So you can do that by just click on these three dots and then add subpage. For example, you have lesson 1. So it will reflect here, and then you can also add. So you can add subpage as much as you want. So you can go lesson 2, and so on and so forth. And of course, in the subpage, you can also create another subpage in that page. For example, here in the lesson 1, you want to create another page for their assignment. You can do that by clicking the add page. So you put assignment. So here you go. So if this is the point of view of the students, so if they click on the physics lessons, they have also their option, their lesson 1 and lesson 2. And under lesson 1, they can also see the assignment. And also, the good thing about here in the Google sites is you can have you can edit all the pages individually. For example, here in the assignment, you wanted only to have the title banner only. So don't worry, it will not affect the other pages. So we changed it to title only. So in the lesson 1, it will not change. We can also change here the image if you want. Example, we can select from our gallery like this, and then we click insert. So this is how it looks like. And then in the physics lesson, it will not change. So it depends on your design actually. So of what will you do? And the next one is we have here the themes. So the themes, it is already provided by the Google sites. So you can choose among this one, or you can either customize your own. So you can create your own if you have time, or you can just upload. So if you have found themes that can be also put in here, you can also upload it here. So for example, here in Aristotle, so you can choose a color palette that you want. For example, we choose green. So here, so it will change to green, sage green. And then you can also choose a font style. So if you don't like the font style here, it's okay. You cannot, you are not advised to choose from this. You can always individually change the font style or font color if you want. So here, you can change the color. So it will not affect. And then the next one is, if you want to preview your page, you can click here the preview. So when you click on preview, this is how the students will see your web page using their laptops or their computers. This is how it looks like. So here, so they can see their, you can see their Google Calendar. Also, they can play directly the video that we inserted. And also, they can zoom in or zoom out the maps that we provide. And also, they can leave their comment here. You can put their name and their comment here, and it will be recorded to your Google form. And then we can see the lesson. So in the lesson 1, we also have the assignment. So it will go to another web page. So it depends on you. And if the students is using their tablets or their iPads, we also have this tablet view. So this is how the students will preview your websites using their tablets or their iPads. If the students naman is using their phones, you can click on here, and this is the perspective view of the students using their mobile phones. So if you click on this Scholar, it will go directly to the web page of the Google Scholar here. And then they can also play the video, and then they can zoom in or zoom out the map, and then also they can comment here. So it's just, if you want to exit the view, you can click on this exit view. And the next one is here. So if you have an announcement to make in your class, just click on here, the add, no, this is the add people. So here, if you wanted to make your website be available only to your classroom, you can do it. Just click on here, restricted. So once you click restricted, you will provide, you will enter here the Gmail addresses of your students. If you also have your group, example, your Google Space, you can also enter it here, and the students with that email address can only access your web page. If you wanted to also, if you have your own university Gmail addresses, you can also use that. So anyone, for example, in this university, so De La Salle University, so all the DLS who has a email address of the LSU can access this web page. You can also make it public if you wanted to share with other people. So let's just click on the De La Salle University, and once you're okay, click done. And then if you want to make an announcement for your students, just click on this announcement banner, and then you put here the announcement. For example, you have an announcement to make, so you just write it here. And then you can also select a color of the banners, for example, orange. And then you can edit the visibility. It's either you can have the visibility of your announcement for your homepage only or for all the pages. For you, let's click on the homepage only. So once you click on the homepage only, it will automatically put it here. So your announcement will be visible to your viewers. And then I think we are already ready to publish our website. So how to publish is we just need to click here, publish. So once you click on publish, we'll go to the web address. So if you don't see a check mark here, it means that this web address is already taken. So you can either add more text here in our web address. For example, let's put 110. So you can see a check mark. So it means that this web address is available, so you can use that. So if you're okay with that now, you just click on publish. And once you click on publish, it will automatically publish. So if you want to view your published site, just click on publish options and then click view published sites. So view published sites, this is how your page be looking like. And then if you want to make changes to your page, you have something to change with your page, just go to your drive and open your site, this drive, and you just go with your changes. For example, you wanted to duplicate this one and add more question. For example, we add question 1 and question 2. Here, we add question 1 and question 2. And you want to update this one, just click again the publish. Once you click the publish, it will let you see the current publish and the draft. So it will show you the changes that you will made in your page. So it also will be reflected here. So all the changes that you have made in your Google page will also reflect here. So it will show you the difference. So once you're okay with that, you can also, example here, so you can see the changes. We have only one question, and then we add 2 question 2. So just click publish if you're okay with that, and then publish. So it will automatically update it to the students. And if you don't want naman to unpublish your site, you just click again the unpublish option, and then you click unpublish. Once you click the unpublish, you will have a notification bar that your page will be unpublished, and you just click got it, and then it will automatically unpublish. The students now cannot access your web page, but don't worry, all your page will be saved in your drive. So if you want to publish again, just go to your drive and then publish it all. So I think that's all in developing your web page. But before I ended up my presentation, I would like to show you also my web page that I have developed in our class. So this is my web page. The name of my web page is Block Physics. So this is my home page. I have the about me. I also have our activity, the physics issues or problems. So here is my physics problem. And then also we also have our physics lesson integrated with using Google Earth, podcast, and micro lessons. So in our Google Earth, this is my Google Earth page. So this is how it looks like. And then I also use here the button that earlier I have told you. So once you click on the Google Earth, it will go automatically to the Google Earth that I have developed. I made a lesson using a Google Earth, so it will go here. And also, I have here my podcast. So we also develop a podcast in our class. So this is my podcast page. So I have here inserted the audio so you can play it here. Also have some text. So have the explanation here. And I also have my micro lesson. So this is a 3-minute micro lecture. So you can play the video. And I also have here the explanation. And I have also here my personal blog. So I have two categories, the topics by me and my web blog. So this is my topics by me. So these are my recommendation, personal recommendation that I have found to be useful in PhD. So I have here. And then I also have here my web blog. So when my daily web blog. So we also made our web blog. So I have here my 5 reasons why I became a physics teacher. So I put it here. And then why the LaSalle University is my perfect choice for my PhD. I also have share it here. And then also I have included our activities in our course. We also have here the top 3 mobile application that we are intended to use in our students. So I posted also here. This is my presentation in our class. I have also my web evaluation. I inserted my web evaluation. I also have our technology infused instructional plan. This is my presentation. This is in PDF form, so you can also insert a PDF form in your page. And then I have also here the detailed instructional plan that I have also developed in our class. So that's all. I hope this help you to make your own website. And Sir Brian. Sir
Thank
Brian.
you.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so much,
Miss.
everyone.
Thank you, Miss Rihanna, for that very wonderful presentation. So I hope our dear participants right now are really engrossed with making their very own website. So actually, each and every one of us who were mentored by Dr. Prudente for this term had our own personal websites based on our specialization. So not only Miss Rihanna, but myself, Sir Joel, Sir Richard, all of the organizing committee had our own fair share of doing websites. Okay? So again, before I introduce to you to our next speaker, I would like to encourage everyone to please type in your questions in the Q&A icon so that we would be able to address it later during our question and answer portion of the program. So at this point, allow me now to introduce to you our third speaker for this afternoon. Our third speaker is Ms. Salamia, who holds a permanent faculty position at Visayas State University, Alang-Alang, where she teaches a range of courses including chemistry lecture and laboratory courses, natural science courses, teacher education, professional education, and other related subjects. She obtained a bachelor's degree in elementary education and a bachelor's degree in secondary education majoring in natural sciences from Leighton Normal University, Tacloban. In 2018, she earned her master's degree in education, majoring in chemistry with a minor in biology from Visayas State University, main campus. Having dedicated 10 years of service to VSU Alang-Alang, Ms. Salamia is now pursuing a Doctor of Philosophy in Science Education with a specialization in chemistry at De La Salle University. Again, without further ado, let us all give a virtual round of applause to Ms. Shella S. Salamia.
Thank you very much for that kind introduction, Sir Brian. So I'll begin to share my screen. So is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so again, welcome to our service learning activity. So I hope you're still with us. So I'll just keep this brief. I just have a few slides to share to you on the basics of website management. So I'll be talking about, again, website management. And to start with, in today's digital age, having a website is crucial for any business or individual looking to establish a strong online presence. So what if you already have your website? So the next thing to do is to make sure that you will have a strong online presence. But just having a website is not enough. So to ensure that your website is effective in achieving your goals, it is very important to manage it properly. And at this juncture, I will provide an overview of the key aspects of website management, including website design, content, content creation, search engine optimization or SEO, security, and maintenance. So some of which were already delivered by the previous my classmates, the previous speakers. So whether you're a student or an educator or a small business owner or a developer or simply interested in learning more about the website management, this will provide valuable insights and tips to help you succeed in the digital world. So as an overview, I'll be presenting about website management. And so I was able to look for two uh, definitions. So first is by Reyes McDavis in 2017, the ongoing process of maintaining a website's content, functionality, and usability in order to meet the needs of its users. And the second definition is it is the art and science of operating a high traffic dynamic web service that delivers a reliable, fast, and secure experience to users. Website management also involves overseeing and maintaining a website's performance and security. So it's not just about the content. It also includes security, monitoring traffic and analytics, and implementing security measures to protect against cyber threats. So why is it important to manage a website? So as you all know, a well-managed website can help you with a lot of things like attract more visitors. So if you want traffic or want more visitors to your site, you have to work well with your website management and increase your online visibility as well. It will also help improve your search engine rankings and drive more traffic to your site. So here are the basic operations in managing a website. So first, you have content creation and management. This was actually delivered by Sir Joel, and website design and development, website maintenance and updates, search engine optimization or SEO, and then security. So for content creation and management, it involves creating and managing the content on your website. So if you're a teacher, you want to teach, say for example, chemistry, so make sure that your content is related to whatever you want to share to your audience. So if it's for students, make sure it's good for students, or it's like understandable and it's easy to navigate with. It also, content creation also includes text, images, videos, and other media. And good content is essential for attracting and retaining visitors to your site. So examples of content creation and management, you have writing blog posts. So as Miss Rihanna told you, you can add blogs in your websites. You can create videos, you can design infographics and manage your social media accounts. It's very important that you link your social media accounts, because sometimes people wouldn't go directly to your website. Sometimes they look for your social media account and then follow you there, or follow a link through that account. So here are examples, or to manage your website's content effectively, you should do the following. So first is create a content calendar to plan out your content in advance. So here's an example of a content calendar. So it shows what are the topics that you're going to do. Because being a content creator is really very tasky, or it will involve, or minsan mauubos yung ano mo, yung ideas. So it's very important that you plan out everything. So next is you use analytics tools to track your content's performance. So this is an example of an analytic. So you can, for example, in Facebook, you can view whoever visits your site, who are your unique users, and just a basic data of your of the users, or your website visitors. So here's an example of, or it's from Canon Digital. Excuse me. So these are some ideas on how to create your digital content. So I'll just leave it to you, as I actually attached the my references on this. So next is website design and development. So this was actually presented by Sir Joel. So it involves how your website can be visually appealing or user friendly. So this is actually most important, because even if you have a website but it's not easy to navigate with, or not user friendly, users will find it, or sometimes you won't have much visitors, because it's gonna be hard to use or to visit. So a well-designed website can help you stand out from your competitors and improve your user engagement. And to manage your website's design and development, you should do the following. Use responsive design to ensure that your site works well on mobile devices. So dapat make sure it can be viewed through mobile devices, because as you know, people are on their mobile devices much of the time, or they can't access to their computer. So having a mobile view of your website is very convenient and accessible for them. So you can also use user-friendly navigation menus to make it easy for visitors, or to find out what they're looking for, and use the A/B testing to optimize your site design. So this is A/B testing. So basically, you'll just create two designs of your website, and then let your visitors go to your site, and then basically you just have the same content, but you're just experimenting, and later on you will be able to know what to improve on your on your site. Say for example, for website A, you have 25 sales, or you were able to get 50% of the visitor, and for website B, you have more sales or visitors, then the version B won the test. So basically, you're just showing them a different interface for the same content of your website. So it's up to them, or it's up to you if you're going to publish website A or website B. So definitely, if website B gives more sales, or gives you more visitors, then maybe you can retain or improve also your website B. So the next is website maintenance and updates. So this involves keeping your website up to date with latest software updates, security patches, and other maintenance tasks. So regular maintenance can help ensure that your website is running smoothly and your visitors have a good experience. So to manage or to maintain and secure updates on your website, it should be regularly backed up with the site's data, update your site's software regularly, and fix broken links as soon as possible. So make sure your links are working and your software is updated. So here are basic or how do you know that it's time for you to upgrade to the current software? So there are many reasons. So number one, the solution needs to scale with your business growth. So along with you attracting visitors or traffic in your site, so your website also grows. Or if you are getting more students into your site, or more teachers in your site, then your website definitely needs to be upgraded. So technology has advanced and you need to stay current. So make sure that you are on the latest software update always. Your security needs have changed as new online threats emerge. So along with the advances, there are also online threats. So make sure that security or your SEO is up to date. And then business processes have also evolved, but your software hasn't. So make sure you cope up with the upgrade. So uh, next is the SEO or search engine optimization. So this involves optimizing your website to rank higher in SE in search engine result pages or SERP. Your good SEO practices can help you attract more traffic to your site and improve your visibility online. So to manage your SEO, you have to optimize your site's content. So make sure you focus on the content and for relevant keywords, and also build high quality backlinks to your site. Make sure your links are working and use descriptive meta tags. So here's an example of a good meta tag. So a meta tag is a piece of code in HTML that describes some aspects of the content of a web page. So, and here are basic operations of SEO. So for security, the last one, so this involves protecting your website from cyber threats such as hacking, malware, and other health security risks. So if you have good security in your website, it can help ensure that your website is safer for visitors to use. So you make sure that you have strong passwords, install security plugins on your site, and regularly scan your site for malware. But if you can't do any of this, or you don't have time, you just want to become a digital creator, then you can hire a third party to do all those things or to do basic website management. But you need to pay for their services. So there are a lot of um, people offering work such as this in your for your website. So the last slide of my presentation shows you how will you evaluate your site. Like, does your website have the essential things in it? So this is from Kent State University, an instrument to evaluate a website. So if you want to make sure that your website is really working well and has the essentials of a website, then you can also do self-evaluation using this instrument. This can actually be downloadable. Um, you have the name of the website. You can put the information, course information, or what are you doing it for, the URL, when did you visit, a brief description. And there are 5 criteria and it shows you the types of evidences. Say, for example, does your website have authority with regard to topic, or who is responsible for the site? So, of course, you have to make sure you publish yourself as the author and or put information about you. So you show your credentials, expertise, and experience. Your contact information is also very important. So you can be discreet. You can just put your name or email or postal address. And you can also make sure that your URL type suggests reputable affiliations like an EDU for an educational institution, an ORG or org for nonprofit, etc., etc. So for the second criteria, you have objectivity. Your website should have this criteria. So it is the purpose of the site clear, including any particular, if there are any particular viewpoint, if you have a statement of the purpose, and you can also include the intended audience, information, criteria, etc. And you also have criteria for accuracy. So how accurate is your website? Does your link work? What are the facts there? And next is your currency. So is the information current? So make sure that you have these types of evidence. And lastly is the usability. So this is actually the most important one. So is the site well designed and stable? So does it include logical and easy? Is it logical and easy to maneuver? Are the content readable by intended audience? The information presented is error-free? And is it readily does it have a identifiable link? Is it reliable, or are the pages loading quickly? So those are the criteria for website evaluation. So if you wanna wish to have a better website, you can self, or after you publish your website, or even before you publish, you can try to use this instrument. Here's the point system to see if your website is poor, fair, good, or excellent. And again, this instrument is from Kent State University. So that's all for my presentation. I hope you have learned something from me. Thank you for your time. So here are my references. Sir Brian.
Thank you very much for that talk. Thank you. Thank you very much, Miss Shella. So indeed, our participants right now really had a good overview of what it really entails to build, create, and manage your own website. Okay? So, of course, we wouldn't stop there from presenting to you these things. Of course, we would now proceed now with the question and answer portion. And our question and answer portion will be moderated by no other than Miss Norzeda B. Angagaw.
Thank you,
Again,
Sir
let's
Bral.
give her a virtual round of applause. Thank you.
You. All right, thank you, Sir Bral, for that introduction. So once again, good afternoon, everyone. So I'll be your moderator for the Q&A session in today's webinar. So we'll be answering questions that came in during the talk of our resource speakers. And of course, we'll do our best to answer as many questions as possible. So with that said, let's start with our first question. So there are a total of 6 questions here. So the one question we have here is from Alfred Sabando. So ang question niya po is, I love your presentation. I think it can be a better replacement for G Classroom. So the actual question is, in my own website, may I know if I can provide any kind of forms to my beloved students to conduct examination, same with Google Form, and or this website is exclusive about articles. Thank you and God bless. So I think this question can be answered by Miss Rayana. Miss Raya, are you there?
Hello po. For the question po, yes po, you can use it po. The website, you can use your website exclusively for your students. So you can make a summative test using your page. So you can limit the accessibility of your page through your example for your classroom only. So you can put all your summative tests, or even if you have your own survey, so you can do that po. You can also insert your PowerPoint just by the Google Slides.
Okay, thank you for that answer, Miss Raya. And I think the question of Miss Irene Dagang is also related to the answers provided by Miss Raya. Kasi yung question na is, can we add files from desktop to our site? So yes, in our website, we can actually, it's actually very flexible because we can add anything. We can incorporate any learning materials or other multimedia resources in our website. So ganun po ka-flexible ang ating websites. So one question that we have here is from Anne Charisse May Flores. So her question is, I would just like to know how educators would utilize websites in their classes, especially amidst the reality that most schools already resort to having face-to-face classes. So can you suggest any activity that would make these websites helpful? So this is a very interesting question, and I think I can ask Sir Joel's input for this question.
Yes, thank you for that question. So earlier I mentioned that in the stage 1 planning and analysis, you need to consider who are your target audience or target users. You should not limit yourselves to your students per se, because we all know that we only have 100 to 300 students per semester or per school year. But we need also to consider other audience in the education niche, such as our fellow teachers around the world and students around the world. Right now, due to pandemic, the education institution force everyone to go online and consider virtual classes. So there are still schools around the world who are in hybrid setup. And of course, in the 21st century education, we are encouraged to collaborate with other professionals. So our website is also a good venue to collaborate with other professionals around the world. So we can contact them, and you can contact they can contact you through your websites. I also presented earlier about my blogs and personal websites that I created since 2009, and these websites and blogs I placed them all in an online portfolio so that someone who are interested to learn more about web content writing can contact me through my online portfolio. And I would like also to answer a similar question which I saw in chat box regarding if the website is visible in search engine. Of course, it is visible in search engine. We all know that search engine have these web crawlers. These web crawlers searches for URLs and web contents and then index it in a search engine database. Since we are using the platform of Google Sites, be assured that your content will appear in the search engine results pages as discussed by Ma'am Sheila. That's all. But thank you.
Right. Thank you for that very elaborate answer, Sir Joel. So I can see here one question that I think very relevant. So the question is coming from Miss Sheila Bascon. So her question is, what restrictions can be made to void copyright infringement on the materials found in the page? So may I call in Miss Sheila Selamia to answer the question of Miss Sheila? So
Thank you for that question. Uh, so you can add actually plugins to make sure that your or you can make sure that the document that you upload to your website are also secured. So you can do basic restrictions on whatever you upload there, or you can hire a third party like Turnitin or any manager for your work to be for your work not to be plagiarized.
okay, thank you for that answer, Mishala. So actually, there is a related question to that question, and that the question is actually coming from Keith Augustine Dagno. So the question is, does website maintenance and update is free? So free po ba daw yung website maintenance and update? And if not, how many periods of payment it requires? So I think this still can be answered by Mishala.
Opo. Thank you. So, some websites wherein you can also create free accounts, they also offer basic or free website maintenance. But it depends on the kind of website that you have. It's if it's like for a small business or a small blog, as far as I know, it would cost you a few dollars or 5,000 to 10,000. But if it's a bigger or something for business, it's gonna cost you like 30,000, or it depends really on whatever you want them to work on. So you just look for these website maintenance third party in the internet, so that but it really would cost much if again you want to you want them to work on bigger things or make sure that your website is secured and safe.
Oh, thank you for that answer, Ma'am Shala. And I think Sir Joel Sobrero would like to add on the answers provided by Michelle. Sir Joel.
Yes, I would like to add dun sa content, regarding sa content. So, ang mga search engines po natin, meron niyang sariling database. Ni-index nila yung contents ng ating website sa kanilang databases. So, for example, si Google, kung sino yung maunang nag-publish, yun yung lalabas na original sa kanyang search algorithms. So kapag dinuplicate mo, when you duplicated the contents of the other website, you will have a lower authority in terms of Google criteria and then lower page ranking in terms of Google criteria. Google has what we call algorithm, Google Panda, for detecting original and created contents for the content writers and website creators.
All right. Thank you for that insightful response, Sir Joel. So I think there is still there's one question here that I think could be answered by Ms. Raya since this is related to her presentation. So this is the last question that we have because of course due to time constraints po. So the question is coming from Irene Dagang. And her question is how to put text background, or is there any ways that we can make some designs to our text in this site?
Yes po, you can there's a button when you click on the text and there will be choices that you can make. You can change directly the font style and font size. And if you wanted to add more font style, you can also download other font style for your page. And then the other question is the other question.
I think all has been answered.
Okay. So you can change naman po. It's in the right side of the example, the text. It's in the right side of the options. So you can also navigate po yung page yung mismong Google Sites para ma-explore po ng mabuti.
Okay, I hope Miss Irene was able to catch that answer. So I think yung website yes,
parang may isa pang question sa chat.
Oh, sa chat.
Coming from John Yuri Garcia.
John,
Can you
okay.
see it? Okay.
Yes. Okay, so one last question. Can we include commercial ads to our website so that will not pay subscription fees? So if ever there is a need to. So I think this is a very relevant question, and I think Ma'am Shella can address this question. Commercial ads.
Yeah, maybe Ma'am Rayana can also help me. But as of now, since we are up to date, or we try to make sure that we pay less, or we want to make sure that maintenance is very handy for us. Of course, you can add links, or you can add ads or commercials to your website. So I guess there's a way somewhere in the internet for you to do that. There are a lot of video tutorials for you to do that.
Yes, para po ma-monetize yung website natin. Okay, so I think Sir Joel would like to add.
Yes, I would like to add on that. So before you consider adding ads on your website, you need to prove first to the advertiser that your website is worthy of having them place their products or services. And Google has its analytic tool to determine if enough number of users or netizens are visiting your website. So you need to put your effort first to the website creation and content development prior to thinking about advertising. Anyway, what we have demonstrated to you this afternoon is the use of free platforms. So wala ka namang gagastusin agad. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Joel. So I think since if madami pa tayong questions, we will try our best to address those in your email. If you still have some clarification with regards to all the presentations made by our resource speakers. So I think that would be all. Thank you all for your great questions. Now I would like to turn the floor back to our host, Sir Brian.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Noor. So I hope that all of our participants really learned a lot. Okay, so I hope that you, with the healthy discussion that has transpired moments ago, I hope that after this webinar, we would be really all engage in trying out something new, such as making our very own websites. Okay, so at this point, we would like again to play a partnership video for all of our participants here in our Zoom meeting. Okay, so with time constraints, so I guess and we are also experiencing some technical difficulties. The video is not playing, but then again, for those of you who were with us during the very start of the program, we would like to encourage you to take graduate studies here at De La Salle University. We are offering various programs from the master's degree program in science education as well as PhD programs. So we do hope that you will take this opportunity as well to learn from the best experts in the field of education in the country. So with that, allow me to read the certificate of participation to be received by the participants once you accomplish the evaluation form later on. Allow me to read the citation. De La Salle University, Manila, Brother Andrew Gonzalez, FSC, College of Education, Department of Science Education. Certificate of participation is given to for actively participating in the community service learning activity of the graduate students in SCE 536D, Advanced Topics in Teaching and Learning, Technology Integration with the theme Teacher Hacks, Building and Managing Websites, held on the 20th of April 2023 from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. via Zoom. Signed, Richard R. Saggal, MSc, Chair, CSL Organizing Committee, Maricar S. Prudente, PhD, CSL Advisor, Full Professor 10, and Voltaire M. Mistades, PhD, Chair, Department of Science Education. Again, a strong reminder to all our participants, you would be receiving this certificate once you accomplish our evaluation form. And to close our program for this evening, may we call on no other than our mentor, Dr. Maricar S. Prudente, Full Professor 10, Service Learning Advisor, Bagsed de La Salle University, to give us her closing remarks. Let us all give her a virtual round of applause.
Thank you, Brian. One of the biggest benefits of technology is asynchronous communication. And the benefits of asynchronous communication provides a strong rationale for creating a website. So while creating a website may probably not address all the challenges teachers face in communicating with students as well as parents, it eliminates many of the issues that may make communication much harder. So this is one of the biggest benefits of creating a website. So once a website is built, teachers can direct their students to check the website for valuable information related to the class. And I think the students in this class have realized that as we went through many technological programs, softwares, and how it could help them in teaching. It can improve their teaching practices. So the ease of communication is very important, and it also extends to what the speakers have mentioned, sharing of ideas, projects, and plans, and creating not only websites but also website forums. So we can create or set up website forums for our students so that we can enable them to communicate outside the classroom on team projects. I think this addresses some of the questions that were raised earlier. So hopefully, this service learning activity that was organized by our students that is focused on website creation, development, and management has provided you in a very short time. We had only 1.5 hours. Some initial ideas on how you can start building your own website. Thank you for joining us in this webinar. Animo Lasal.
Thank you very much, Dr. Prudente, for those nuggets of wisdom. So indeed, we are also hoping that our participants really learned a lot for with our very short but meaningful webinar. So at this juncture, may I request everyone to please turn on your cameras for a group photo. At this juncture, we would like to acknowledge, of course, the people behind this afternoon's webinar. So first and foremost, we would like to acknowledge the chair for the Department of Science Education of DLSU Bagsed, Dr. Voltaire M. Mistades, as well as the president of the DLSU Bagsed Graduate Council, Mr. Ronilo P. Antonio, as well as for our resource speakers for this afternoon, Ms. Rayana Benasing, Mr. Joel Sebrero, and Ms. Sheila Salamia, as well as the Technical Working Committee, Ms. Norzeda B. Angagaw, yours truly, Mr. Albert Andri E. Panergayo, and Mr. Richard R. Sagkal, who is also the CSL Overall Program Chair. And of course, this event wouldn't be possible without the guidance and mentoring prowess of our professor, Dr. Maricar S. Prudente. And it seems that everyone is already asking about this, and here you go. Here is the link for the evaluation. The links will also be posted in our Zoom chat, or if you have time or if you have a spare device, you can just scan the QR code so that you will be directed to our evaluation form. Again, strong warning to everyone, please be mindful, especially when you type in your name, so that you will receive a correct certificate of attendance. Thank you very much.